Alrighty, so I'm making this video because one, there's a new character, and two, this skin looks dope as fuck. I would really love to get this. Burger Time Zing Shan, I think is funny. I actually like that skin. There's the Dark Angel Amazon Cobb, which I liked. That one was pretty cool. Mizkif Thanatos skin. I don't know why they made a Mizkif skin, but okay. And then there's this one, which is the Oblivion Temptress Daji, which looks pretty cool too. And then there's the, of course, the Slash Kuzumbo and all that. Afrofuture Olarun. I think this was already out though. So I think Summer Eclipse is new though. Yeah. No, the Afrofuture wasn't out, I do believe. Yeah, no, we left off on Glaive Tech. But there's also the new character Lancelot. Let's see if I go to Gods real quick. We can check him out right now. I'm gonna go over his kit and probably do some other stuff. Ooh, did they change this in general? Oh, they did. Oh, that's really cool. Difficulty hard. Okay. It tells you the difficulty of certain gods. Alright, nice. Everything looks more accessible to me now. It's actually really cool. Alright, cool. You know, so there's Lancelot, which of course I'm gonna have because I bought the one thing. So he does have a high range, melee, which is nice. He has a couple skins. There's the Pride of Avalon. This is red, white. This is blue and white. Green and white for Ascended. I'm not a big fan. It's okay. The Golden's alright. I actually like it a lot on the weapon. Legendary, I think, looks really cool. Legendary usually looks pretty neat. And then there's the Diamond, which, of course, looks pretty nice on him because it always looks good in armor and shields and stuff. But we're here for the abilities. So from what I've heard so far from my friends is that the passive is nuts. You gain 1 stack for a god kill or assist, and 1 stack for every 5 minion kills, max at 60 stacks. While mounted, each stack provides increased movement speed by 0.2% per stack, and while unmounted, each stack provides reduced basic attack damage received from directly in front, which is important, by 0.2% per stack. Meaning, this guy is gonna be like a head-on type of like player. He's a lot of bruising is what he's meant for. His ult is he mounts his horse, creates a strip, crippling enemies. He charges ahead, dealing damage to all enemies hit and refreshing his mounted health shield. Refreshing his mounted health shield? I'm not exactly sure what that means, refreshing it. I think it means that he can regain it or some shit, but his max health shield is 740. I don't know if it gives him the cap or not. That's over 4 seconds, though. You can gain all of this. He gains, I think, every 0.5 or some shit. That's how it's supposed to work. Lancelot mounts onto his trusty steed, charging forward with increased movement speed, while on his horse, Lancelot gains a health shield that builds over time, and his abilities change. Lancelot can cancel this ability to dismount normally, which will not trigger cooldown. If Lancelot's health shield is depleted, he is forced off his horse. While mounted, Lancelot is immune to CC effects except stuns. Also very important for when you're versing him is that you need stuns, you can't use roots or any other means. His abilities have a lot of damage. I'm really hoping that they do actually nerf, like, his... I'm thinking what they need to do is nerf his damage scaling a little bit, but mainly focus on his other stats. I'll show you the stats afterwards, but he has a double dash poke, which is... He has to hit the first one or do it again, though. So he's like Achilles, just no omnidirectional. And then he has skilled strikes, which is like, it's just a cone. You just slam your shield, dealing damage and knocking them back. He follows up his attack with a sweep of his lance, dealing damage again and bonus damage to enemies that are further away. So like it's meant to be like a pushback for bruising, of course, and all that. So, and you do bonus damage of 15%, which is really good because scaling and stuff is really high on him. But his stats are insane. He has 725 health with 81 scaling. His range is the max for a melee user. And his attack speed is actually not that bad. His damage, I think, is okay. But he has an AoE. He has a cleave on his 3. And then his physical protections go up by plus 3.1 with a base of 23, and his magical goes by up plus 1.2 with a base of 40. Now to put this into perspective, I'm not going to go over all of his stats, of course, but I'm going to go over the majority. In comparison to Ymir, which has the highest stats in the game in terms of health and stuff, his health is only just shy of 100 less, with his scaling being only 20 less, I think 28 less for health, but he has more mana. His base mana is 270, but I'm pretty sure Ymir might have better scaling than that. Ymir's range is only 12, his is 16. Attack speed, they scale, I think his scale is a lot higher for attack speed. Damage is whatever, I didn't really look at that too much. Physical protection is 36 plus 3.6, right? When his was 23 plus 3.1. His magical is the same as Ymir's, but his HP 5 regen, I'm pretty sure, is higher than Ymir's, along with MP5. And I think he has more of a, how do I put this, more of a warrior-like stats. So look at his HP 5, his MP5, I think it's actually higher than Ymir's. And then his attack speed is really high, at 1.9. Instead of a 1.2 scale, it's a 1.9 scale. And his protections, I'm pretty sure, are actually that close to of a warrior, like Achilles, right? Achilles is tankier by default, but yes, he has similar stats to that of a warrior. But he has apparently the DPS output of an assassin, so we're gonna actually go test this in the things, and I'll skip to that.
My steed and I are
Alrighty, so of course we're gonna show off the diamond skin. This is his attack combo. It's pretty good. We're gonna set level to 20 because that's the play, and then we're just gonna buy everything. I'm not gonna buy anything off the rip yet. I'm gonna test off some different builds and stuff, and I'm gonna upload this the same day that I'm doing it. So actually, we want these. So the way this works, as long as you hit them, you get the double dash, which is really good. That pushes back, and then you get the cleave.
Time to ride.
And this is how you right. Oh, it also camos the horse. That's really cool. But you gain shield over time, right? That's his chase, and then you can I really want to test out that ult though.
At the heart of evil. The snowball begins.
So he does quite a bit from the looks of it. So this guy is definitely going to be ability based with poking aspect of his basics. Right now my basic attack is 1.38. That's pretty high for a basic attack speed. But I'm thinking, because this is what default is right now, because of course there's a popular tab. This is what's popular. People are running Runeforge. That's for any crowd control. That's not grabs, blinds, or knockbacks. I don't think Runeforge is going to be used on him too much. He's going to be pure ability based, and I think you're going to run Powerhouse, and Jotuns might be pretty good on him. But people are probably going to run Vigor simply because he gains more movement speed and lifesteal whenever he drops below a certain amount, which would be really good on him. I'm going to come up with my own builds. I actually am going to play this guy probably support later today, but for right now, I'm going to try out some different builds of jungler and stuff. I see him as a really good potential heavy hitting jungler, not basic attack, but more of abilities. So Bumba's is what everybody says is good right now. Everybody loves Bumba's hammer, of course. Who doesn't? It's a great ability. I'm more of a spear guy though. I like the extra power it gives me and all that shit. And I think it's just I just like this because of the pen. Really, pen's really good. Of course, everybody likes to run hammer, but I'm gonna just do what I like. And I think for this build, because you're mainly using abilities and you're not gonna be basic attacking a fuck ton, is Jotun's Vigor might be really good. Frosty is good if you got basic attacks in between his abilities. You have a steed, so you're not really gonna be doing that a lot. We'll just buy the basic blink and the beads for right now. And then I'm gonna buy crushers because the improved attack speed is good for clearing and jungle and stuff like that. I'm trying to like think of builds in the practical sense. I do see us running Transcendence. That is just extra power via stacks. You could run Soul Eater, but I think Devourers might be really good after Transcendence. Like if you were to go do an early build, it'd go probably Bumbas into Transcendence into Devour Gauntlet, because Devour Gauntlet gives you what, power and lifesteal, which might be really good on him. But you might not see that a lot either. These are all abilities, we already know that, so you're going to be running, of course, this. You could run more pen and more like damage with like Heartseeker. But I think for now I'm just going to put on the Gauntlet to show off like what I think would be a decent build. Double stacking is not bad in this game. As you can see, my base health is only 2200 right now, which is not horrible.
Stay back.
She killed herself. God damn it. That is a lot of damage. Jesus. Oh, you can fake with that a lot then too.
Blast. He's burning. Fights.
So it looks like so far that he does have like really good DPS output. My basics are hitting for about 400 with this build, but I think I'm gonna change it real quick. Yeah, I'm recording, by the way. I'm recording right now. I'm just showing off Lance a lot. I'm trying to figure out like cool builds with him, you know, unique builds, all that shit.
I will be sure to use this in the battles to come.
He has a really good mobility, which is what was really cool about him. I think I found the build though. I think I figured out what does the most amount of damage. This is 400 a basic hit with no crit.
Oh boy.
It does a lot of damage and you have max cooldown. So I'm running Spear, Bumba's Spear, with Jotun's Vigor, Crusher, Transcendence, Brawlers, and Heartseeker. Of course, I think instead of Vigor is what's like common right now apparently for what people are using, but Jotun's Frosty might be better because it allows you to deal more damage to tanks. So that way you can just, you know, you can like run in, poke, and then just do extra damage, which would be like really good. Of course, you have Crushers for the extra damage as well. That was 600, Jesus Christ. He does so much damage, it's ridiculous. Alright, now I'm going to test out my tank build on him. I have an idea for a tank build, and I kind of want to test this out with a horse. Because we were going to run the Spartan flag, because that's the best flag. Huh? Yeah, increase power while you stand in it. That's why Spartan's like the better flag.
Come here, bitch.
Where is Gauntlet? Gauntlet, because Gauntlet's Gauntlet. It's the best thing in the game. You always want Gauntlet.
Here, motherfucker.
Breastplate of Valor, I think.
Okay.
No, not Contagion. We want Breastplate of Valor. With improved protections, right, on Breastplate? Is that what it does, usually? Yeah. You provide aura on 4 units around you, reducing basic attack damage from enemies by 15% for 5 seconds. This effect may only occur. Does that stack?
Another artifact from the lake.
Wait. Oh dear lord, that might be dumb.
Harried idiot.
Hey yo, so you know the breastplate, right, of Vigilance?
Yeah.
Not the one of Determination that gives you protections, the other one. So you could run the Determination and gain movement speed, and I think it would work on your horse. I'm recording, by the way. And the Breastplate of Vigilance gives you the reduced basic attack damage from enemies by 15%. And you can also improve it by a further, I think, what is it, 15? Or is it 10% with the fucking... What's the percentage with the passive? It's 0.2 per stack, and the percentage can go up to... So it requires 5 for 1. And you can get about... You can about 12%. You can get a total of 27% reduced basic attack damage on this guy. That is stupid. That is so dumb. Why? Why would they do that? But that's only after you cast your ult. So Determination might still be better, but like I think that would be really cool to have because this ult's actually not that bad for like going in.
What is there, a new fucking update?
There is
Yeah, there's a new
wisdom in
god,
defensive
Lancelot.
tactics.
Yeah, Lancelot. He is like he can play like anything. I think honestly. I'm trying to think of like a good build for him right now though, because he's cooldown based, and I want hella cooldown. Currently only at 20%.
Shit.
I mean, it depends on what you think is shit, but yeah, I guess so. That's 10% cooldown on Glad Shield though, right there. I still need 10%, so I'm gonna go Shoguns for the extra attack speed. I think my last item, since I'm still ability based. God, what should my last item be? Oh yeah, I wanted to try Hide of the Urchin, because I feel like he still has high frag potential. Jesus Christ, 300 protections with this? I also wanted to see, does it count, does Hide of the Urchin like do shit? Does it count like the shield with everything else? Oh my god, it does stack, I think. No, it doesn't stack. Yep, never mind. Hide of the Urchin is like garbage. I wouldn't use it.
At the heart of evil.
So what role is he?
Oh my god. He's technically assassin, but
Yo!
He's an assassin, but he has a
I'm hopping on.
warrior's kit. And
I'm gonna be real here. He has like the protections of a warrior, almost the stats of a guard, like the health stat of a guardian. So Hide of the Urchin's definitely not to play on him.
I'm
so
hopping on,
thinking-
Destroyer, I need a kit.
Why? I'm gonna play him support, because I think he's actually gonna be nuts as support. Magi's Cloak might be really good on him, but we said Bulwark of Hope, right? So for the shield. 12% of your max HP.
Another artifact from the
You can have
Lady of the
3,400 HP with like fucking anti-crowd control and a fuck ton of protections. How many protections do I have? 262 physical, 242 magical. This actually might be like the best support build in the game for him.
I need a jungle build.
Standard ability.
Yeah, Steven, I don't play this fucking game. I don't think you realize that.
Oh my god, he might be really good as support. His passive I don't even have fully stacked yet. I wonder how much crit damage I can do with him. Just cuz. Why not? Just to check it out. He's definitely not
What
crit
the
god,
fuck
but
is this Thanatos skin?
for the basic attack damage a fuck ton. We'll go straight in with more crit because I just want to see how much I can actually crit for on him. He has a decent attack speed, like base attack speed. It's actually pretty high. Seeing what like an attack speed crit build would look like on him right now though.
A weapon that
Because this is like what I
His skin is subpar, but his fucking Prince of Avalon skin is crisp.
face me. Let it be with defeated.
The juice of about this double
Jesus
kill.
Christ, why is it attacks like combo so fast? Oh my god, you can turn 180s on a dime?
Yes, on the horse.
It's not a full 180 either. That's actually like perfect. That's like the no, it is a
Destroyer.
full 180 roughly. What?
For a jungle, what do you think upgrade path should be? Cone first?
Abilities?
Oh!
Yeah.
So far it's gonna be the square because it's a double dash. And it has
Piercing
like high
thrust.
frag abilities, yeah.
Okay.
Actually, it might be the X, the cone for clears. I don't know
yeah,
yet.
that's what I was
His
thinking for
clear,
jungle.
his X is stupid clear.
Yeah, because I'm looking at the scaling, it's much higher. So I'm thinking you do that. Your circle you will never upgrade. That is like the last thing you upgrade. His ult is okay for damage. It's alright at best. But I think for his build right now, I have a good idea of what I want to run. People say run Bumbo's Hammer because it's like meta right now. I'm not about that. You don't basic attack as much as you think you do with him, to be honest. So there's not really a need.
I will be sure
You
to
kind of
use
should just
this
go
in
with
the
a
battles to
spear for the
come.
pen. The pen and the power. And then, Jones
So
Ferocity's
should I get the
always
mount
good.
up first, or well, second, and then go piercing thrust, just to
What?
have my horse?
No. You're gonna do piercing thrust second because that gives you the frag potential. Because it's a double dash. It also allows you to stick on players. And then I think I got the dream build for
So
jungle
2,
though, right now.
1, 3, and then 2, 4, 2, 2.
Well, you still got your ult always, so.
Yeah, that's the 4.
Oh yeah, every time you get that. Let's see. I'm building his jungle build right now because I figured out how to do it properly. He has a really good like base attack speed, so there's no point in improving that. And he's all abilities. So like I already got a good idea of like what to build on him for the most part. The only problem is I'm having trouble with his last item. I'm thinking mobility, Bloodforge, because shield. Because he has like lots of shield in his kit and stuff, and if you do that, then he'll have more shield.
I like his fucking legendary skin. His diamond skin is nice too.
I built Devourers, and that seemed pretty good, but like you could just run Bloodforge. What's Devourer's power when it's maxed out, Steven? Do we know?
A weapon that rivals my mighty lance.
Let me check. Checking the base power of it right now, because if it's... Oh, it doesn't even rival that. Okay, never mind. You might as well just go Bloodforge. You're going to do Hammer. Or not Hammer, you're going to go for Spear. So it'd be the Bumba's Dagger. Let me try this build real quick. So my power is about 466 a basic, 382, 8262, 455, 1.8.
Am I building the Berserker Shield or no?
Halfway
What?
to 22 and 0.
Berserker Shield?
Someone's got a point to make.
What? No. Why would you build that? He's not attack speed. He's abilities. He's all abilities. All day, every day.
You tell me this like I know what items are fucking ability.
So he's built Bumbas, right?
Yeah.
You're gonna do Transcendence because he needs mana. That converts mana into power as well. Now you're gonna have to bear with me because this build's very scuffed, but can work very well. Just let me know when you're ready for the next one. Just see how much
I'm
damage.
looking for Tran. Found it. Okay. Next. I'm ready for the next item.
Jotun. You're gonna go into Ferocity, I think, because your basic attack combo for the one thing for the tanks. Let me remove Bloodforge real quick and try this.
Next.
One second, I'm trying out my combos. Oh my god, I found the build. Yeah, this is like the most damage.
I'll be back, Destroyer.
Double kill.
No. You know, you definitely are gonna build Crushers on this guy too. This guy's nuts. So I think I figured out the dream like assassin and the dream fucking tank build. Sad part is though the tank build's very scuffed, but it looks very strong. So who cares? You just run Determination because it's Determination always. Improves your protections, and then you just go with. Because you don't need any power on this guy. The only power you really need is probably Glad Shield, to be honest. You can build Gauntlet because Gauntlet's Gauntlet. It's always good to have. And then you can just go with fucking more defense, which is like Shoguns for your 10% cooldown, your increased attack speed, which is not bad since you're playing support role. And then you just go Bulwark because Bulwark gives you the health and the crowd control reduction. And then as soon as you get those stacks up, you're pretty much set. I'm at 187, right?
That actually worked?
Dude, the passive takes so long to get up though, if anything. That's what's gonna take forever. Yeah, no, I think I figured it out though, so I'm just gonna end the video here.